people of Burkina Faso, people of Africa, people of the world. I stand before you today as your son, as your brother, as your comrade in struggle. I stand with one promise, one oath that carries the weight of our ancestors. We will end poverty, or we will take our last breath trying. For too long, Africa has been made to carry a lie. They call us poor, they call us dependent, they call us helpless. But let me tell you the truth, Burkina Faso is not poor. Africa is not poor. Africa is robbed. We have gold beneath our soil. We have cotton in our fields. We have rivers that flow and land that grows. We have the strength of our youth, the wisdom of our elders, and the resilience of our women. And yet our children go to bed hungry. Our farmers till the land yet cannot afford a meal. Our workers labor day and night, yet the wealth of their sweat is carried away to foreign lands. Brothers and sisters, this is not destiny, this is design. Poverty is not natural, it is imposed. It is imposed by a system that feeds on our resources, that keeps our people in chains, that tells us we must beg for what is already ours. But I say here today, before the people and before the world, Burkina Faso will beg no more, Africa will beg no more. We, the children of Thomas Sankara, the guardians of our land, the keepers of our dignity, declare that our struggle is not only for food, not only for land, not only for jobs. Our struggle is for dignity, for sovereignty, for freedom that cannot be bought or sold. When I ordered the release of 10,000 bags of food into the desert, many asked me, "Captain, why the desert? Why throw food where no one will eat it?" And my answer is simple. I would rather the sand swallow our food than see Africa's dignity swallowed by foreign powers. I would rather the desert eat than see our children eat humiliation. Because food with conditions is not food, it is a chain. Aid with chains is not aid, it is slavery. We would rather starve with dignity than eat with chains. And so I say, Africa must feed itself. Burkina Faso must feed itself. In our language we say Lafi Bala, without peace, nothing stands, but I add, without dignity, nothing matters. True peace is not silence in hunger. True peace is not calm in chains. True peace comes when the African child eats from the land of his ancestors, not from the scraps of strangers. My people, I do not stand here to tell you it will be easy. I do not stand here to promise that tomorrow we will wake up rich. No, the road is long, the struggle is heavy, but I stand here to tell you we will walk it together, we will carry it together, and we will overcome it together. We will sow our fields, and the harvest will belong to us. We will build our factories, and the products will belong to us. We will educate our youth, and the future will belong to us. We will unite as Africans, and destiny will belong to us. This fight is not only for Burkina Faso, it is for Mali, for Niger, for Ghana, for Congo, for Nigeria, for every land where the African heartbeat refuses to die. It is for the black child in America, for the Caribbean brother, for every son and daughter of Africa scattered by history yet united by blood. Let us remember, our ancestors faced the desert with nothing but faith, and they survived. Our ancestors faced the colonizer with nothing but spears, and they resisted. Our ancestors faced chains and ships, and yet today we stand here alive. That is proof that nothing, no system, no empire, no enemy can defeat the African spirit. So I say to the youth of Burkina Faso, rise. The future is in your hands. The land is yours. The dignity is yours. Do not wait for permission to build your destiny. Take it with courage. Take it with discipline. Take it with unity. To the women of our nation, I honor you. You are the backbone of this land. You are the ones who carry water, who plant the seeds, who raise the children, who hold the family together when men are lost to wars and mines. I say to you, your struggle is my struggle. Your dignity is Africa's dignity. And in this new Burkina Faso we are building, women will not walk behind. They will walk beside. To the elders of our land, I salute you. You are the keepers of wisdom, the guardians of memory, the voices of truth. Teach us the proverbs, guide us with your counsel. Remind us where we came from, so that we never lose sight of where we are going. And to the enemies of Africa, I also have a message. Laugh if you want, mock if you want, call us dreamers if you want. But know this, Africa is awake. Burkina Faso is awake. The Sahel is awake. And no empire, no colonizer, no betrayer can stop a people who have chosen to rise. Yes, they may attack us. Yes, they may try to break us. Yes, they may threaten us, but I tell you this, we are not afraid. The fear has left us, the chains have broken, and the fire has begun. This fire is the fire of justice. This fire is the fire of dignity. This fire is the fire of freedom. It will not stop until every African child has food, until every African farmer owns his harvest, until every African worker enjoys the wealth of his labor, until every African woman walks in dignity, until every African elder can smile knowing the struggle was not in vain. So brothers and sisters, stand with me, stand with Burkina Faso, stand with Africa, because we are one people, one struggle, one destiny. Brothers and sisters, let us speak the truth plainly. Africa is not poor. The soil of our land is rich, the rivers flow with life, the forests teem with resources, and the hands of our people are strong and skilled. Our wealth has been evident for centuries. Gold, diamonds, cotton, cocoa, oil, fertile land, and human talent, all of these belong to Africa. Yet today, millions of our people struggle to eat. Our children go to bed hungry, our farmers toil endlessly, and our workers see little reward for their labor. How is this possible? The answer is simple. Africa is robbed. This is not a question of destiny, it is a question of design. For centuries, foreign powers have taken our resources without giving back. They drew borders that divided our people, established systems that drained our wealth, and built empires on our labor. They call it trade, they call it development, they call it aid, but we know it is theft. The wealth we produce leaves our lands, crosses oceans, and fills the pockets of others, while we remain dependent, hungry, and marginalized. To say Africa is poor is to lie to the world and to ourselves. The true poverty lies in the exploitation, the inequality, and the chains imposed upon us. Our riches exist, but they are stolen before they can benefit us. Our children are hungry not because the land is barren, but because the systems are rigged. Our people suffer not because we lack skill or courage, but because our work is used to enrich others. We must reject this narrative. We must speak loudly and clearly. Africa has never been poor. Africa has always been rich. Our poverty is not natural. It is imposed. It is the result of centuries of exploitation and domination. And if we are to rise, we must reclaim what is ours, our land, our resources, our dignity, and our future. The time has come to take back what has been stolen. The time has come for Africa to feed itself, to build itself, to control its wealth, and to write its own destiny. Poverty is not our fate, it is a crime committed against us, and we, the children of Africa, will not accept it any longer. Africa is not poor, Africa is robbed, and we will reclaim what is ours. True freedom cannot exist without dignity. Africa cannot claim to be free if it must beg for what is already rightfully its own. For too long, our people have been made to depend on others for survival, to accept food, aid, and assistance that comes with invisible chains. This is not charity, it is control. When assistance comes with conditions, when support comes with demands, it strips away our sovereignty and erodes the pride of our nations. Dignity is more important than any temporary relief. When I ordered the release of 10,000 bags of food into the desert, it was not a waste. It was a statement. Africa will not trade its dignity for crumbs. Aid that humiliates is not aid. Food that enslaves is not food. We cannot build a future on dependence, and we cannot grow a nation on humiliation. True progress comes when our people are empowered to feed themselves, to work their land, to harvest the fruits of their labor without interference. Dependence teaches submission, dignity teaches resistance. Dependence creates fear, dignity creates courage. Dependence enforces control, dignity inspires liberation. When a nation relies on others to survive, it gives away its freedom piece by piece. Every meal, every shipment, every foreign hand in our economy is a reminder that we are not in control. That is why dignity must always come first. Empowerment comes through self-reliance. Farmers must own their harvest. Workers must benefit from their labor. Women must control the wealth they produce. Children must inherit a land that belongs to them. When a nation takes responsibility for itself, When it chooses self-sufficiency over subordination, it chooses dignity. That choice cannot be negotiated, it cannot be postponed, and it cannot be traded for temporary comfort. Africa has resources, skills, and strength. What it must gain is the courage to insist that its people live with dignity, not dependence. Every step toward self-reliance is a step toward freedom. Every act of self-determination is a rejection of control. Every choice to protect dignity is a victory against oppression. Dignity over dependence is not a slogan, it is a principle, a path, and a promise. It is the foundation upon which a free and strong Africa will stand. True freedom comes not from the charity of others, but from the strength within. Burkina Faso and Africa, as a whole, must take control of its destiny. Self-reliance is not merely an economic principle, it is a declaration of independence. It is the refusal to allow external powers to dictate the lives of our people, to control our resources, or to determine the value of our labor. Every nation that depends on foreign aid or imports for survival risks surrendering a part of its sovereignty. True sovereignty is built when a people feed themselves, produce their own wealth, and govern their land according to their values. Africa is rich, and its people are capable. Our farmers know the land, our youth possess creativity and energy, our women are resilient and resourceful. These are the foundations of self-reliance. To depend on others is to deny our own potential. It is to accept that our labor is insufficient, that our resources are inadequate, and that our people are incapable of shaping their own future. This is false. The truth is that Africa has always had the tools, the knowledge, and the courage to thrive, but those tools have too often been taken or ignored. Sovereignty means taking responsibility for our land and our people. It means controlling our borders, our economy, and our resources. It means building industries, schools, and healthcare systems that serve the nation, not outsiders. It means ensuring that every harvest, every mine, every factory, and every investment benefits the people who produce it. Self-reliance is the engine, sovereignty is the destination. One cannot exist without the other. When a nation embraces self-reliance, it inspires confidence, pride, and unity. It signals to the world that Africa will no longer wait for permission to grow. It signals that Africa will no longer bow to those who profit from its weakness. Every step towards self-reliance strengthens sovereignty. Every act of independence defends dignity. The path will not be easy. It requires discipline, courage, and strategic planning. But every effort to feed ourselves, educate our youth, and build our economy is a step toward true freedom. Africa can no longer afford to rely on the charity of others. We must rely on ourselves. Self-reliance and sovereignty are not goals, they are obligations. They are the birthright of every African, the duty of every leader, and the promise to every child that their future will belong to them, not to outsiders. Strength lies in unity. No nation, no movement, no people can achieve freedom and progress alone. Burkina Faso, Africa, and the world's oppressed cannot depend on isolated efforts. The challenges we face, poverty, exploitation, hunger, and oppression, are too vast for individuals to confront alone. Only by standing together as one can we overcome the forces that seek to divide and control us. Division is the tool of oppressors. When we fight among ourselves, they profit. When we allow fear, envy, or mistrust to separate us, the very people who seek to exploit our wealth and labor succeed. But when we unite, when we embrace solidarity, when we place the welfare of the people above personal ambition, we become unstoppable. A united people is a free people. A divided people is a defeated people. In Burkina Faso, we honor the strength of unity in every aspect of life. Women organize to provide for their families. Youth collaborate to build skills and businesses. Elders share wisdom to guide decisions. When these efforts converge, the nation moves forward together. Across Africa, unity means collaboration between nations, sharing knowledge, resources, and strategies for common prosperity. Pan-African solidarity is the ultimate expression of this principle. Unity is not passive, it is active, deliberate, and persistent. It requires listening, compromise, and a commitment to justice. It demands that we see each other not as competitors or obstacles, but as partners in the pursuit of a common future. When the people of Burkina Faso unite, they send a message to the world. We are strong, we are resilient, and we will not be divided. We will face our challenges together. We will lift each other. We will protect our land, our dignity, and our future. Unity of the people is the foundation of liberation. Without it, no nation can thrive. With it, even the most oppressed can rise, and even the most ambitious dreams can become reality. Change is never achieved without resolve. The path to freedom, self-reliance, and dignity is filled with challenges, obstacles, and opposition. Yet a people who are truly committed will endure. Burkina Faso, and Africa as a whole, must embrace an unbreakable commitment to its principles, its people, and its future. This commitment is not conditional, nor is it negotiable. It is a promise that we make to ourselves and to generations yet to come. An unbreakable commitment means acting even when the path is difficult. It means sacrificing comfort for progress, patience for vision, and convenience for principle. When resources are scarce and pressures are high, our dedication must not falter. When others seek to divide, intimidate, or corrupt us, our determination must remain steadfast. The struggles we face will test us, but they cannot break us if our commitment is genuine. Commitment is demonstrated through action, not words. Every policy, every initiative, every decision that strengthens our nation, uplifts our people, and protects our dignity is a reflection of this principle. This commitment is also collective. It requires unity, cooperation, and shared purpose. Leaders cannot succeed alone, and citizens cannot wait for leadership to act without engagement. Every member of society has a role in upholding the principles that guide our nation. Each sacrifice, each effort, each voice adds to the power of our shared commitment. Burkina Faso's path is not simple, but it is just. Africa's journey is long, but it is necessary. An unbreakable commitment ensures that no obstacle is too great, no challenge too overwhelming, and no threat too strong to deter us from our mission. Commitment is our strength. Commitment is our promise. Commitment is the force that will transform our vision into reality. And with it, Africa will rise, free, proud, and unshakable.